Every day, billions of people use emojis. A laughing face, a heart, a thumbs up. They're everywhere. Text messages, social media, emails, and even business communications. But have you ever stopped to wonder where these tiny digital symbols came from? Most people assume emojis were invented by Apple or appeared with smartphones. Surprisingly, that's not true. Welcome to the histories of simple secrets. The real story begins decades before the iPhone and starts with a problem that humans have struggled with since the invention of writing. How do you show emotion through text? Imagine receiving a message that simply says, "Fine." Does it mean the person is happy, angry, sarcastic, disappointed? Without facial expressions, tone of voice, or body language, written communication can be confusing. Humans naturally rely on visual cues to understand emotions, but those cues disappear when we communicate through screens. As computers and the internet became more popular in the late 20th century, this problem became increasingly obvious. Jokes were misunderstood. Friendly comments sounded rude. Arguments started over messages that were never meant to be offensive. People needed a way to express emotion in digital conversations. The first solution appeared in 1982. A computer scientist named Scott Fahlman suggested using a simple combination of keyboard characters to indicate jokes and lighthearted comments. His idea looked like this: a smiley face made entirely from punctuation marks. It may seem simple today, but it was revolutionary at the time. Soon, people began creating their own versions. These symbols became known as emoticons, a combination of the words emotion and icon. For years, emoticons dominated online communication, but they still had limitations. They were made from keyboard characters and required users to imagine the facial expression. The next breakthrough would come from Japan. In the late 1990s, mobile phones were becoming extremely popular in Japan. Millions of people were sending text messages every day, and they faced the same challenge: expressing emotions and ideas using limited space. A designer named Shigetaka Kurita was working for the telecommunications company NTT Docomo when he came up with an innovative solution. Instead of creating expressions from keyboard symbols, why not use tiny pictures? Working with a grid of only 12 by 12 pixels, Kurita designed 176 simple images. These included smiley faces, hearts, weather symbols, transportation icons, and other everyday objects. These tiny images became the world's first true emojis. The word emoji comes from Japanese. E means picture, and moji means character. Together, the word literally means picture character. At first, emojis were mostly used in Japan. Different mobile phone companies created their own versions, and users quickly embraced them. Messages became more expressive, personal, and easier to understand. However, outside Japan, very few people knew emojis existed. That changed with the rise of smartphones. When Apple launched the iPhone in 2007, it included emoji support because Japanese customers expected it. Initially, the emoji keyboard was hidden from users in many countries, but tech enthusiasts soon discovered it. As more people gained access to emojis, their popularity exploded. Soon, Android devices and other platforms adopted them as well. But there was a problem. The same emoji could appear differently depending on the device being used. A smile on one phone might look completely different on another. To solve this issue, the Unicode Consortium stepped in. The organization standardized emojis so they could be recognized consistently across different devices and operating systems. This decision helped transform emojis from a Japanese innovation into a global communication system. Today, emojis are used by billions of people every day. New emojis are added regularly, reflecting changes in culture, technology, and society. What began as a simple attempt to solve a communication problem has evolved into one of the most recognizable forms of digital expression in human history. So the next time you send a laughing face, a heart, or a thumbs up, remember that you're participating in a story that began more than 40 years ago. With a simple smile made from punctuation marks and a designer in Japan who imagined a better way for people to express themselves online. And that's the forgotten origin of emojis.